Alright, well, let's get ready to rumble. Bow, 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 wow. Why did I do that? I don't know. I just get excited. That's what I hear in my head before I get started. How you guys doing? Welcome back. Welcome back. Anybody new? How's it going? I am the High Priestess Phoenix. I'm your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, oracle, starseed, light worker, witch, medium, earth angel, and chosen one. I am the messenger of God. How you doing? What's up, what's up? In order to keep up with me, you're going to have to go catch another video because they all bleed together. We're blood brothers. That's what I heard. Alright, let me just start by that as soon as I said that. You'll hear me say a lot of things like, I heard. That's direct transmissions. Something spoke in my ear. You'll hear me say, I'm seeing. That means I'm seeing a vision inside of my, I'm seeing this vision in front of me. Okay? You know what I mean? That's what it is. You'll never hear me say, I think. I don't think about shit. I am a transmission from the universe, and I get all kinds of crazy transmissions. And somehow, they all make sense. And that the only way to make sense is to put all the pieces together, and that's why it's important for you to go catch another video. Yep. Alright, so it can't always be love and light, people. We can't just always pretend like, you know, I'm all light. Why? Because I'm the Lilith. I am the darkest demoness. You know what I mean? That practitioners have been using my energy to harm other people since the beginning of time. They pray to the Lilith for certain avenging qualities. Right? Right. They say that they pray to Lucifer. I'd really like to see how that goes down when you don't have a picture of him. What do you picture this devil? Because that's not Lucifer. Lucifer was an angel. So I really want to see how you picture that. But anyways, with that being said, yeah, there's a lot of darkness to be had. There's a lot of, you know, it's your power. How you choose to wield it is up to you. In this lifetime, I have not used my power against anybody. All of my powers were used against me in this lifetime as karma. That's it. So now I've cleaned up all my karma, broken free from all my chains, and all my powers were restored to me. So now the next question is, what do you use all that power for? For God's glory. But what kind of power do you have? Well, lately we've only talked about the good stuff. But what can I really do? Well, I never really talked about it until I was having a conversation with Mr. Plum outside. And I exposed him to the 3 times I have used my powers. And so we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about my powers and what other powers other people have and where they get these powers and what they do with them. Right? Right. I'm not just here to empower you. I'm here to disempower those that use it against others. It's a lot of work here. And that's why I cannot be given these powers again to harm his children again. That's not how this works. So, light in front of you. These are my demon cards. We're going to talk about them. What is a demon? It's one of the fallen angels. Okay? Period. These ones are my witchcraft because we're going to talk about witchcraft is what I do. These were left over from earlier. These are my Notoria Tarot, where we can find all the energy answers in one tarot. These were left over from earlier. I also have my protection and reversal magic book that we're going to go over. So a couple of different things leading into one thing. Alright, let's start with, this was no coincidence. I grabbed these. I told Kevin Hart the other day that I was going to pull the lychee card. I'm like, you're such a little lychee. He's a little demon, right? But right in front is the demon I work with. I want to teach you about him. He's been at my altar. He stays at my altar, and obviously he stays at the front of the deck. He's always at the top of the deck. When I've ever had to fight evil, I call upon Alistair. And when you have to fight upon evil, and there is an evil being in front of you, and you're dealing with pure evil, you call upon Alistair to fight for you. I'm going to tell you about Alistair, and then I'm going to tell you how I used Alistair to fight evil. It is documented in my stories, and I forgot about it until I had to tell him my story. You don't remember what you've done or how you've overcome until that little moment. Alright, let's talk about Alistair, and my favorite demon in the whole wide world. And again, yeah, he stayed, I mean, I've had him at the altar for, you'll see him in lots of my other videos. He stays at the altar. When I'm in the dark, he's there with me. Alistair is a demon whose name was, at first, a title for any being who took revenge for evil deeds. Okay? And Alistair is any being who takes revenge for evil deeds. Meaning that's their job. That's what they do. And they take revenge on others for the evil deeds they've done. Anything that has been embodied as an Alistair, that is the Alistair's job, is to take revenge on those that do evil deeds. Okay? In ancient Greece, he was poetically in the great tragedies to describe wronged lovers, orphaned children, and distraught parents. Even the god Zeus took the description of Alistair when he was wronged. Okay? And that's it. You call upon Alistair. And that's what he said. Even Zeus called upon Alistair. Eventually, the concept of an Alistair began to take on a supernatural element. Tales began to spread of people who had killed themselves so that in death they might become an Alistair, an avenging spirit. Demonologists, including Colin DePlancy, cites Zoroaster as the first to give Alistair a body of his own, separate from the concept of any avenging spirit. And from that, the first mention of Alistair, the executioner, comes the seed of the demon we see here. Alistair is called the executioner, in fact, the head executioner of hell. The nemesis. He is fearsome, but not unfair. Perhaps the sense of justice from his earliest incarnations carried through, as he is swift to deliver the punishments passed down by the courts of hell. Okay, so, again, in order to keep up with me, you're going to have to catch the last video. I did see that video got chopped and screwed at the end, but where we ended up was justice. You're in justice. Universal justice is had. So here comes Alistair to execute. Right? Now, I want to point something out here about these tarot readers and these so-called divinations. And I'm talking to my spirit guides and I'm talking to my ancestors. They don't know the name or the form or what they're talking to. How can you possibly be invoking the proper deity without the proper understanding of who? And again, how can you expect those deities to go where these deities rule? Why would you call for Archangel Michael when this is Alistair's job? Archangel Michael bears the sword of truth. Archangel Gabriel is the messenger of God. This has nothing to do with evil. They cannot hear God's message and they do not hear God's truth. You do not fight with the right forces. You do not understand. That's just not how he designed the court system to be. There are many levels, and I'll get into that when we get into the Notoria. I will teach you the very levels of who you call upon. Okay? Alistair is, on one hand, one of the more terrifying demons in this book. His earliest incarnations all centered in brutal, bloody vengeance. And unlike some other demons who evolved from more violent origins, his career in hell remains one of justice and execution. But it is worth noting that in many Greek tragedies, Alistair's appearance was one of an avenging angel. Not a murderer, but an executioner. Divination, on page 11. Beware of vengeful acts. Take care not to let justice bleed into cruelty for the sake of anger. Yep, and that was my first video this morning. Vengeance is not yours. And if you come up against me, you're not coming up against Archangel Michael. Again, all of hell bowed to me. I'm the Lilith. I am the queen of hell. I am the queen of Shiva. I am the darkness. And through these dark times, I show you how to walk through the valleys of the shadow of death to find your way back to the light. I'm nothing more than another shepherd. But don't play with me. You can't even see it. And that's why I fear nothing. I know the forces. The only thing out here that's more terrifying, that you should fear, is man. Man is the devil. Man is this thing that you place outside, their intentions in their heart. So, I told this story earlier, and his card was right in front, and there's no coincidences. So how did this all come to be where I'm sitting here telling on myself? Alright, let me pull out the Luminary Seeds crystals now that we got this going. So we're sitting out there having a talk. All kinds of our conversations lead into another conversation, lead into another conversation. And then we started talking about Larry, the street preacher, who turns out to be a dark practitioner. If you want to know that story, you're going to have to go catch the video that says Defense Against the Dark Arts. Okay? Anyways, he's like, you know, I haven't seen him ever since that day. I said, no, he's gone. I'm pretty sure he's gone. He said, you think? I said, yeah. He's like, did you do something to him? It's like, yeah, I did. And I told him I did. He said, and he told me it didn't work. And that's what made me scared. But I know it worked because I've only used my powers before that. And that's where the memory came. I said, I know it worked. And then the next thing I said is, I've used them twice before. I've used this before. I said, let me tell you what happened. And I've never told anyone. Other than in those stories, when it happened. It was no big fucking deal. I mean, it was a huge deal. I told everyone, guys, I've never done this before. Alright, so I'm on the corner of fucking Federal in Colorado. Right over there by the fucking taco stand. And right over there by the, by 6th. Right there, dude, on the ghetto spot, right in front of the fucking bus stop, and then in front of the Bronco, in front of Mile High Stadium. Right there. I'm right there. Facing downtown, and I'm on the corner, and I'm signing up. This is a true story, bro. This is all written down. My daughter wants a fucking tablet for her birthday, and I'm poor, and I'm everything, so I go up, and then you can sign up for a fucking tablet and get a free tablet. Obama made it happen. So I'm on this corner, but I don't look poor. I never look poor. And I'm on this corner, and I'm standing there, and I'm in line to sign up and get one of these free fucking tablets for my daughter's birthday. It's all in the videos, dated back around that time. And this fucking homeless bitch comes up, bro. Scrubby ass, smelly ass, fucked up ass bitch. She puts her sleeping bag down on the floor less than 2 feet away from me. Looks up at me like I got money, because I look like I got money. And asks me for some money. And I'm like, nah, baby girl, I'm as poor as you. She said, nah, you ain't. I was like, don't judge me. And she didn't like that because she's used to saying those words. It's like, don't judge a book by its cover. Just because I look like this doesn't mean anything. I don't look like what I've been through. So, nah, you could help out. I said, and something, right? And I irritated her. And so she stood up with her blanket, and now she's standing in front of me, bro. Like a real crazy-ass fucking homeless person is in my face, like less. Now, she was 2 feet. Now she's 1 feet away from me. And so my intuition does this. And I tell this story. I take my fingers and I bind her. I bind you. From the crown to the root. I call upon you, Alistair, to remove this evil from in front of me. And I step back. And she said, and she gives me this evil fucking look. Like she was going to say something. And she just looks at me. And she grabs her fucking sleeping bag. And she walks across Federal, right there at the fucking bus stop. Dude, she walks across behind the other bus stop at Federal. I'm saying this because I got Coloradans that know. She goes on the other side of Federal, right there, right? Right down there, there's something like some project homes or something. She gets in that grass, and she starts screaming bloody murder, bro, for like minutes. The whole time I'm sitting there getting my tablet. She's just screaming like a maniac over there. I don't know what's happening. Okay? Now the second time I used it, my hands are itching as I'm doing this. I'm at the hotel. And I'm going to go pay my daily bill. And I walk in. There's a dude sitting down in the chair. There's some other seating right here. And there's some black lady screaming at my peoples about her checkout. And she's getting all crazy. And she's super loud. The energy's horrendous. And she's trying to make it racial. And I know they're not. And it's getting bad. So I sit down and I do the same thing. I bind you. And I put my hands together in a mantra. And I keep my thoughts. Pay and leave. Pay and leave. Pay and leave. Next thing, what the fuck we gotta do to fix this? You could just pay for today. We can figure this out. We'll extend it for today. And then we can see if you got this tomorrow and we can just play it by ear. Well, that's all you had to motherfucking say. And so she pays it and she fucking leaves. And I tell that story. Okay? I was like, how did I get Larry? I told him the story. He was at church. The guy drove by real slow in front of the house. And it's on the videos right here. He drives by real slow. And I'm saying it out loud. I don't know why I'm saying it. I bind you, Larry. I bind you, Larry. I bind you, Larry. I bind you, Larry. Right? Then I get the download later that he's doing fucking crazy shit. And I tell Mr. Plum about it. I said, look, I had this thing. My spirit told me to bind his ass. And then after, it told me why. Right? So when I see this dickhead in the store, I tell him exactly what I told Mr. Plum. I don't fucking lie. He's like, I was like, Lilith. He said, I was looking for you. I said, yeah, my spirit told me. It's all in the videos. It's like, my spirit told me about you. Told me what you were doing out here, how you were persecuting people in the name of God, and that you're not taking people to your church. And he gets all close at me, and he said, you're right, I'm not. As if I was supposed to know what he was doing, because I'm the Lilith. I'm supposed to know what darkness he's into. And I'm in the flesh, and I'm like, what? And I said, well, I've bound you. You cannot do such things any longer. And then he's like, it's not working. And I said, my spirit's watching you. And I drive away in my cart, and he's following us, and he's following us, and he's following us. And the whole story is in that video. Okay, so then I tell Mr. Plum, he's like, I haven't seen him since that day. I said, nope, since the day we saw him. I said, Mr. Plum, I know it worked. I know it worked because I've seen it in real life work before. He said, he might be gone because we haven't seen him anywhere. Not in town, not at Walmart, not nowhere. You can't miss his car. He's got this enormous fucking print on it with these evil eyes. It says John 3:16 and it says stop sinning. You can't miss this guy. You can't. You can't miss him. But yet he's missing. Missing person. So what did it mean that I bound him? And that's what I told Mr. Plum. What does it mean that I bound him? I said I trapped his energy inside of his own body. He can't project his energy outside of his body. It's stuck inside of him. And I call Alistair to do whatever he needs to do to get this evil. Execute this evil. Remove this evil. When I bind you, what does that mean? And what I do, I close down your chakra system. So that you're not excluding anything. I put it's a fire, and I put a cup over it, dude. I put a cup over you. So that you can't fucking let any of it out anymore. I put the fucking fire out. For how long? I don't know. I think it's maximum. First one I ever did it, June, Russ's mother. They told me to bind her. I bound her before she was about to go do. I found out that she was energy harvesting huge crowds of people. That's why he drags her around. He taught her. I don't know if he fully knows how to do it. That's what she does. She fucking, as soon as she gets them to get into it, that's it. You're musically activated in a certain level with his music. You're in a vulnerability. You feel your feelings. She taps in and she steals your joy. Like a deep, dude, that's what keeps her young. That keeps her vibrant, everything. She has it listed on her page that she is an intuitive healer and coach. If you go to her website, it's a generic made website, bro. My spirit told me that she was taking in COVID money. I saw one glimpse, bro. My spirit finally took me to her page. I'd been talking crap about him and his weird mom forever. I went to her page and I saw, oh my God, so much darkness in just one glimpse. And I blocked her. And then they were supposed to do a fucking concert with Ed Sheeran. Right? And my spirit guided me. I had already just been there. I had already just drove past there with Pac. I had already just went through the Allegiance. He showed me it. I was all over it. So I had the full visual of it. I'd never seen this before. I had to be there to see it. And I put a whole fucking barrier inside of there. The first night they canceled it. They canceled the show. Of course he brought her later, but that gave me time to bind the bitch. And she can't do it no more. Right? Russ lost his powers fucking with me too. I'm all powerful, but I don't use it to harm anyone. I only use it to protect someone. And I know exactly who to call. And see, that's what I was telling him, is how come I can live? How do other practitioners do this? They call upon the deities. But mostly, it has to be a divine feminine dark deity, which is me. They're calling a lower level of me to fight me. And if they don't call on me specifically, like another version, a split version, a twin of me, another version, meaning a masculine dark version, you don't get it. I'm the queen of hell, meaning happy life, happy wife. There's no happy hell without a family, meaning I'm the mother of earth and heaven and hell. It's just how it works. So when they go to these deities, whatever the deities in time and space they go to, it will answer their prayers until it reaches my spirit. And it must be returned. There's no way it can touch me. And that's it. So yes, Saturday, God let one in. Said, all right, I want you to take this one. And Mr. Plum, and that's what I had to show him. I said, Mr. Plum, you saw what happened to me Saturday. That was magic. You saw what happened to me. I stood in front of you and completely crippled in fear and cried. He said, I didn't know what was happening to you. I said, did you even see me do that when I lost my car? I sat there and thanked God for it. So that's the power of magic, what it can do to you. It can literally cripple you once they know what your weakness is. Said this man was having conversations with people. Where was he taking them and what was he doing with these conversations? I bound him. I came here for him, if you think about it. He was the only person I ever talked to. I caught him on the street. God took my car away from me and walked me straight up to this motherfucker. Straight up to him. You know what I mean? I am walking karma. But in that sense, yeah, I could do some shit, but I don't do no shit. And that's what they'd be like, oh, she put some X on. No, the fuck I didn't. Dude, I've done so much magic trying to burn Russ and his scary family out of my fucking energy and all of this shit. I've done so much trying to get him out, but that's the problem. What binds us? Love. The darkness is only in the flesh. The love is eternal. Do you know what I mean? Our love for each other overcomes any darkness. That's why he can't overpower me and I can't overpower him. Because I truly love the man. And he truly loves me. And that's why we can't harm each other. We try, but it's only skin deep. Because our heart isn't in it. That's just the truth. And that's where it is, you know what I mean? So I had to tell him that story, and I might as well tell you the story. I have the power, and that's why on my card I offer exorcisms. I can go in here and get whatever energy, whatever door, whatever you let out in this house, whether you let it out or something, it does get let out. And they do attach to things. You've brought them from a different realm into our realm. They really do. But at the same time, you know what I mean? Like, it is. That's why, you don't know what you're messing with. You don't. And I've been telling these practitioners forever to quit doing it. I don't have to tell them the consequences. They should know better. And that's what we always say in the cards. You should have known better. Your practitioner, your spirit guides, your intuition. You used to hear for months how many practitioners got it. Every practitioner they went to, you'd hear it in every card read for months. The practitioner's getting it. The practitioner's getting it. This practitioner closed down. This practitioner. Yeah, it hit the practitioner first. Because they were the ones. They were the messenger to the messenger. The shit rolls downhill. But after they're out, it's still coming. There's a whole snowball of fucking shit coming at them. Because it was them that started this and their evil lies and intentions. And that's what it means if you don't alchemize it. If I tell you a secret, and you go tell someone and you add something on it, and then they add something on it, and it just keeps getting bigger. The secret gets bigger, you know what I mean? It gets more manipulated. Now, it started out with, one detail, and everybody added a detail to it. By the time this truth gets back to you, it's so blown up that you don't even know how to clean it up. That's not what I said. What I said was this. No, but so-and-so said, and this said, and this said, and this said, and this said. It's like you blew this shit up so big. It had to go through how many hands before, you know what I mean? So where did this all start? Russ's mom. She's the intuitive healer. She told him that I was doing darkness. She saw that I was here to break all this and that I was going to expose her and everybody. And she would lose him, her beautiful, comfy life, everything. She would go straight to hell. She saw it. She saw the vision, as I saw the vision on her page. She saw what I saw, as soon as I said he was my twin flame. So what did she do? She bound him in his karmic ways. She put him back to being a child. She made him lustful. She started getting him drunk again. She started putting him on tour. She started making him a party boy. She brought back his old girlfriend on her birthday. Here comes Jonica. She did all of this to keep him in control. I mean, I've told him the whole time, since the beginning, that this was happening, but you can't turn someone against the people that they love until they realize that the people that they love are turned against them. Does he see it yet? I don't know. But we can. And that's it. He didn't believe me. He can't believe me when he's been made to believe her his whole life. He couldn't believe that I truly loved him. He couldn't believe I wasn't doing anything. He couldn't believe that any of this. And they preyed on his misbeliefs. She's known him his whole life. That's why she's always with him. And she feeds him fucking literally. She poisons his foods and his drinks. I promise you. And it happens. Why? I had a brother in my house doing the same thing. A husband. I had a mother-in-law that did it to me. They're all over. And the reason I'm here to teach you how to clear out your shadows so that no matter what comes over you, like it hit me the other day, you know how to just sit in it and take it. If Mr. Plum, if I asked him to describe to you what happened, he would have told you I went crazy. But I didn't. I just sat there and went into the most extreme fear I've ever felt in my life and cried in ways that I couldn't even describe. I just went into complete shock and fear. I knew to hold this in and not let it out and not do anything. I didn't know where it came from. I knew God was watching me. I knew this would pass, but I knew what was happening, and I had to sit there paralyzed in this fear. And that's what he said too. He said, I didn't know why you were so scared. I'd already paid the bills. I said, I know. It was magic. And that's why I teach people to heal and how to control their thoughts and their emotions, whether it is magic or psychic. And even me at my level, God will say, let them in. And it works. All they need to know is your fears, your weaknesses. So during my awakening, that's what happened. That's how she woke the Lilith. I was all in the light, just waking up. And one day it came over me. The full Lilith woke up. They literally woke up the beast, is what the cards were saying. They woke up your ancestors. They did. I mean, it was all designedly orchestrated. Something had to fucking knock on these doors to get this open. And that's why it happens. Russ is mostly all of my healing. I can go over there and reclaim my power time after time after time after time again. Why they're sending me attacks. It's manipulation to make me hurt or become fearful or insecure or jealous or just to make me feel weak. You don't mean anything. Look at my wonderful life. You're a lie. Look at my beautiful girl. Look at all this. You're not the truth. Look at, I'm the truth. I'm the alchemist. I know what I'm talking about. I make the music. I. So, I have to face his lies only to come back over here and reclaim my truth. It was always orchestrated to do such things. But in essence, what happened? She used the Lilith to attack Lilith, and all I did was embody it. And it took me a long time to harness it. And the more I took it, the more I could embody myself, the more I was taking it from others. Anybody that had a piece of my spirit somewhere was being put back at me. But again, while she was doing it, she was going to all of them, not just them, but mainly them, had been going to all different types of practitioners to stop my awakening. How do they do it? Send me into chaos till I finally kill myself. She's going to kill herself. This is going to kill her. This pain is going to kill her. These memories are going to kill her. These thoughts are going to kill her. And people watched every day. They watched me die all day, every day with painful thoughts and memories. Please close the door. No, please. It's just like, have you heard that open like 300 times? And that's what they did. And that's why I say I'm the girl that lived. Any weakness they could find, they attacked it. make her think about her memories, make her think about everything horrible. So I spent the first year in hell. As soon as I could pick, I told you, as soon as I could pick myself up from one memory, here's another one. And a fucking another one. I know that feeling, and that's why I told you, I can't believe I'm in this feeling again. I haven't had to feel this for so long. But I know what it is, and I know it shall pass, because I lived in it. Every day. The only break I would get from it was being on red rocks. I could walk through red rocks and they would heal me. They could take it out of my feet, but it was still being pushed at me all day, every day. I had to face every level of darkness that ever happened to me because they kept pushing it at me. No other human being could have faced that, but I'm from the darkness. This was my own feelings. I can face my feelings. I can harness this feeling. I can harness this. Think of Marshall Mathers. I can harness this rage. I can harness this pain. I can harness this rage. I can harness this pain. And I did. One after another after another. And I didn't hurt nobody. I said some really fucked up words, which goes back to the gas. I was gassy. You could feel the gas coming off of me. I was explosive. And I said it, I'm a radioactive plant. I'm taking in and I'm alchemizing. I didn't even know the word alchemy at that point. Taking it all in and I'm making it good. And that's what I do. I make it gold. But at the same time, you know, there are those. I didn't get here without fighting the good fight. I had to fight them through the flesh before I could ever have the spirit to fight them. And that's what I teach you is, you know what I mean? The spirit comes later. You have to embody the spirit here and now. Then you realize you always were the spirit. I was always this. Just too scared to be this. So, crazy stories, yeah. Yeah, but I do have those powers, and they can be awoken within me when God says, do this. I made jokes about sitting on his face. If God tells me to sit on your face, I will fucking ride it to the sun. You know what I mean? I'm a servant of God, whatever he says. He says to give you this power, okay. A little bit dark. But again, this is a dark side. We are in the dark times, the end times. It's not all love and light. I make love and light out of the darkness. And that's how we do it. You can't avoid the darkness. You can't lie about the darkness. And you can't deny the darkness that is upon us. We must learn how to harness it. We must learn how to. Okay? Alright, so with that being said, I'm going to pull a witchcraft card. Because, yeah, I just showed you I'm a whole ass witch. I'm going to teach you some protection and we'll move on. What do we got? Candle magic. That's how I work. If you ask me what I got over here, I burn. I'm a fire witch. I'm picking up a fire sign. That's that Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is the fire sign. The Queen of Cups, I'm all of that. But yeah, I am the fire sign. I'm a Sagittarius. I use all fire. I've shown, go into my videos, it's occult and Wicca teachings. I show you how I make my blends. I don't make potions. I do use oils, but I don't make my own. I use all of these herbs that I know have meaning for protection and healing, and I put them with intentions, and I burn shit. I'm a fire witch. That's why I don't do my nails anymore. It's the whole story, is because my hands are always on fire. So with that being said, it's before I saw this, I knew to light this candle. I just didn't know why. I thought it was because we were going in the dark and we needed the light. But I always keep candles, all different kinds. White is for purification and protection. I typically keep a white candle. I'm trying to figure this out. White candles and blue candles are the most you're going to see. Blue is for healing. Black is for banishment and a lot of other dark stuff. I keep them. I have gold. I have silver. I have one blue candle specifically that's still in here that I use for most healing. I have a candle. Most of them, I can show you all of them if you really want to go into them. Pull it out. Get it out. I put intentions into them, and when I light that fire, smoke travels through the ethers. Okay, this is one of my first candles. You'll see it in almost all my videos. This is my healing candle. I've had it. It was a dollar store candle that I got in the very beginning. This is a necklace that represents all the tribes and all the colors of the chakras and all of, you know what I mean? Everything. And this isn't the actual candle. I put another blue one inside of it. I have many blue candles. When I light my lanterns, blue candles. Oh shit, this might not come out. I just pulled the wig out. That's happened before. Well, anyways, you can see how much I've burnt. Healing. I'll light it all the time when I'm doing healing. And now I just made a mess. I don't know. It goes back in. Mostly, a lot of my healings were done with this one too. I really thought it was sandalwood forever. It was a full-size candle. Look, turned out to be amber wood. It's in a lot of my videos. This one dates back, I don't know when it dates back, but the actual candle holder itself. Oh, okay, they want me to show you all of them. I got the love chakra, or the heart chakra candle, right? When do we burn a lot of candles? Usually during Yule and Samhain. We're in the fire, so we burn candles a lot during the dark. This one, I've done since the very beginning, is this actual holder. And these necklaces. They made me buy all these bracelets, bro. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I've got like $15 to my name and you want me buying fucking jewelry. Yeah, bro, they were representations. Look at the representations. They were all there. I used to have to wear them too sometimes during a lot of my rituals. When I did the big one, I had to wear all my jewelry. They put me in a dress, high heels, the whole works, bro. The whole works. They made me a full goddess. This is mine. And this is my divine masculines. The birds, the mountains. You know what I mean? The tree of life. The teepee, because I'm always blowing smoke. It's a funny joke. You know what I mean? God. Then these are all earth. You know what I mean? Of course, the whales. It's a long story. That's why I'm going to Alaska. This is a Santa Rosa candle. These are made in Mexico. They're made for Catholic churches. You usually go and purchase them for a lot at a Catholic church. It's a blessed candle. But before that, you can see it in there. These are in my very first video. I've had this. And it goes back to Hindu. So these are and it's actually the stone that it's made out of. I couldn't possibly tell you, but here's the purple in it and the gray. So of course, it's back to our stones. It has an energy. It's in a lot of my videos. This candle came later. Okay. I did show you, my most recently in just this week, 3 days ago, I was guided to use my Holy Union candle for my bath. Again, white candles. It's the Holy Union. It's a wedding candle. Okay? I did that with the rose water. Took a bath with that. Let's see. Let me show you some other ones. I got more. I did show you. So, and of course, for Jesus, you shall have the nativity scene. Yes? Because I am a fire witch, I got the whole nativity scene on a candle. Beautiful, right? Yeah. And so, I have many of them in here. There's more. I have all my tea candles that go inside of my my cauldron. So I do have a cauldron, and I need to bring this out because we're going to... I just brewed something the other day. This is what they told me to do. That's when I walked up on him. They made me brew something, right? I put together a brew. I blessed my feet with this dirty, dark water. I walked into fucking Walmart and walked right up to this guy. And then after it, I was under a psychic attack. It's all in the videos. I did that last brew, and then I was guided to put it away. But I have tea candles that go in my little oven. And then this is my, all separate, all part of it. Each piece at a time, never all together. It took me, I was looking for one of these for months. I kept refusing to buy them. They were fucking $38, $48, $58. I got one with the phoenix on it for $3. Then I got the stove later. You know what I mean? Everything comes in organized time, and stuff like that. So I have my tea candles for those. I'll put one tea candle in it. That thing will brew all night. I always brew them at night. I don't know why. Not usually during the day unless some crazy shit's going on. What do I do with that shit? I don't know. I just keep adding shit to it. Sometimes I put them outside. Sometimes I take them with me. Oh, God. We're still going into the candles, are we? All right. I got my Lilith candle. Where's the other one? Looks like one of them fell out. This is a representation of Lilith. It's the red. It's the dark red candle. It goes in front of my Lilith typically. I'm seeing. There it is. I have a few more to replace with that one. But yeah, that's my Lilith candle. This is my candle for Lilith. It's the dark, deep red. It's my wine. That is exactly the color that was my color when I got married. Married the devil, if you ask me. No shit. Multiple times. Multiple times. Okay, what's in this one? Those are more healing candles. This is my lantern. When you leave the dark night of the soul, the last goddess that you meet is Arnemedia. She lights a lantern. I was guided to get a lantern. So then I have my lantern. And it has these really pretty, you see the orange and the yellow and the red? They're really beautiful. It's really pretty. It's a really pretty lantern. So yeah, those are just some. Those aren't even, I've got white candles. I've got, where are they? You want me to show them those? I don't even know where those are. I haven't seen them in a long time. Just in my divination bag, I have the red candles for Morgan and my Eve. Oh God, there's so much in here. That's just, I have all of it under my incense. Where is it? I don't know where they are. I have a whole box of these candles. There they are. And again, everything completely picked out. So these are Danish flower tapestries. I had a whole bunch of them. I've used all of them almost for a lot of divination. But they're really long ones. It's the last two I have left, I guess. This is a red one. And this is a white one. I use them for all kinds of shit. Then I was guided in my actual Up With My Herbs. I have all of my beeswax candles. Those are the ones I do just regular. And then white candles. Safe with any white candle. So yeah, candle magic, yeah, check, chickity check. Enough? Enough. Let's light a damn candle. Which one? Let's light the love, because went through all that bullshit. I mean, seriously, we went through a lot of shit just to light a fucking candle. Anyways, yeah, I'm very qualified to be talking about this. What's the yellow? This is, everything has a meaning. I don't even want to tell you the story. It's not just a scrunchie. It was. It's always just something when it starts. Fuck around and find out. So yeah, most of my altar, you would see a bunch of candles. I don't think it's even a joke that Alistair's card is still there and I lit a candle next to him. But that's just the way it is. I'm not even going to ask what the fuck is going on. I'd never ask questions, dude. And it's like, how do you know? I channel it, dude. I don't know. They tell me. It's in every video. I never know anything till after the fucking fact. Then I find it in a book or a card or some shit. So let's talk about candle magic. And then reversal. Where did I turn to? 1, 2, 3. I can't make it up every fucking day. You see it? What did I turn to? Oh, scrying. Yeah, that's another thing. I'll teach you that some other time. Around 13. Yeah, I know magic, bro. I am a witch. I'm not going to deny that I'm just this. It's a whole thing. I'm going to show you that there's good and evil, and that it's all can be used for the glory of God. On page 66. It's the frequency of love. Don't get scared. Intention. Light the candle of intent within and set your soul on fire. It is time to light up your inner world and embrace the power of the flame. For candles highlight the path of the witch to illuminate the way and have played a sacred part in magic and ceremony, initiation, and hollow rituals. And they're showing me my other ones. I have other ones, completely other ones, in a whole divination bag that I use only at sacred sites. It's got a whole different fucking candle system in there, and when I do those, I have to buy the entire candle system to go with it too. Those ones I usually have all the candles and multiple sages. Remember, guys, I had to do the wolf sage, the white sage, every single color candle. There's lots of them. I'll see if I can find one of those in my videos and just take a picture. I'm not downloading the whole video. We witches have a deep affinity with the projective and transformative energy of fire to invoke lust, passion, attraction, and love, and recognize that a flame can be seen across the veil, which is why we light candles for those who have passed over. And that's it. I light a candle, they can see it. And that's why I send my messages in the smoke. The smoke travels through all the realms. They can hear me. It travels between light and time, space and time. You're calling on Sandalphone and you're calling on your angels, but it takes them time. Go beyond the veil. Go on the other side. I'm just saying, I go directly to the... They're mad because you have a direct line to source. Yeah, I source the shit out. Lighting candles with the intention of healing or bringing wishes to fruition or other purposes enhances your magical manifestational abilities when it comes to casting spells and bringing about desired results. And what did we ask for? We asked for Alistair to execute those of evil deeds. And I lit a candle in love. Hello. However, it is vital to remember to keep your thoughts and focus positive when you partake in any wizardry, for that is how true magic is birthed. Never doubt your abilities to focus, willpower, and visualization, and remember that all is magic and illusion. The sacred act of candle magic has been in you ever since you blew out your first birthday candle and made a wish. In doing so, you worked with the principle of candle wick magic that makes dreams come true. Scratch your intentions in the candle wax with a pin and anoint the candle with sacred oils for purity of power. Snuff the wick or allow the candle to burn safely down. There is a cord cutting removal where I did this with Bobby. I had to put his name in and burn it down. Burn down as you seal the spell. Believe in your tool and yourself while performing any candle magic. Ritual is the key at this time. Light side unveiled. Invite candles into your life to ignite the inner flame of passion, fueling your ability to walk in your true light with full might, vitality, vigor, and reclaim your magical power. Light candles around your bath and in your bedroom in sacred ceremony. And that's what I do. At night, I don't use a light. I use a candle. I use candles at night. I use just candles, and that's why most of them are burnt down. Where did I light them? If they're not lit at the altar and the kids are in the room and all this stuff, I don't just be burning shit when it could be dangerous. Most of them are in the bath. I'm doing a sacred ritual. I'm in bath water. I do magic with water. Very much. I was casted into the Red Seas. I work with the land. I work with all of the elements. The air, I showed you. I know when to send my rituals straight into the air. Hello, I know the storm is coming to catch my message and take it away. I know how to do all this. Shadow side unveiled. Working with the elements of fire helps eliminate negative thoughts and behaviors. By imagining etherical flames raging and consuming any darkness that lies within. Work with candles to purify and cleanse any doubts and worries you have that have darkened your outlook. All right, incantation, and we go to 69, which is balance. The power of magic comes deep from within. Ignite the flame, let the ritual begin. Choose color for purpose, intention in place. Ooh, I'm feeling a touch. Let light be the focus, desire to embrace. Candle magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be. There, it is done. Well, that is interesting. I have like a hug happening. I've had many, you'll see it, usually in the candles, I can feel someone touching me. It used to be gross. I was like, stop kissing me. I felt like it was someone kissing my neck all the time. Truthfully. This one was different. I felt like someone put their arm, like their hand, right around my waist, like not my waist, but like my ribs. Like a hug, but only halfway. Like we were taking a picture and they put their arm around me. That was weird. Okay, witchery. Familiarize yourself with the magical meaning of candle colors to enhance your healing and spell work. Now again, when I do a full ceremony at a sacral spot, I'm guided to get one of those full packs that comes with all the colors. Black, blue, brown, gold, green, indigo, magenta, orange, pink, purple, red, silver, white, and yellow. No, there's always silver, gold, black. All those colors are always there. They really are. There's many videos of it. Alright, black is for elimination, banishment, retribution, and protection. Blue is for peace, harmony, curving fevers, reuniting friendships, and house blessings. Brown is for grounding, stabilizing, balancing, connecting to Mother Earth. That's in my ritual bag. Gold, I have them here. Cosmic influences, solar deities, success, wealth, and influences. They're in that other one with all my oils. Green, fertility, good fortune, wealth, and healing. Indigo, meditation, balancing karma, stopping gossip, astral projection. Magenta, rapid change, spiritual healing, and exorcism. Orange, communication, telepathy. I almost said it weird. Career, adaptability, and luck. Pink is for romance, affection, love, and unity. Purple is for honor, respect, and wisdom. Red is for passion, courage, strength, and intense emotions. Silver is for moon magic, inner peace, and serenity. White is for purification, blessings, and cosmos. Yellow is intellect, inspiration, imagination, and knowledge. Yeah, I'm magically delicious. And that's why they're scared of me. They've watched all these videos of where I learned all this shit. They are scared. They knew I was practicing to be a witch. But they were being told that I was using it against them when I wasn't online. So they believed it. And now they're like, hold on a second. She's giving away... Oh, man. I just dropped that all over the floor. She's giving away her food stamps to go heal people. Something's wrong. She's making us look bad. Yeah, you're doing that on your own. I never was doing anything to hurt anyone. All I want is the damn... cover. There it is. Just trying to find my cover for my cards. So yeah, magic is real, and I teach you how. I don't use dark magic, but at the same time, I'm not afraid of it. It really is real. Okay, I'm gonna keep Alistair there while we go through protection magic. I'm gonna teach you something here. What? I don't know. Wherever we left off. Where'd we leave off? Invoking the guardians. That sounds like a great place to start. I don't know. It was really weird. They were talking about, okay, they were talking about how to really do these mantras. Part 3, invoking your guardians. The last section of ritual invokes your guardians to the 4 corners of our sphere. Before I give instructions on this section of the rite, I want to say a word about these particular guardians. The guardians invoked in this ritual are spirits that were revealed to me by Hecate. That's me. Okay, the triple goddess, directly, and are bound by her as protective spirits. And that's it. You can't call upon any spirits of the darkness that aren't part of me. If you call on Hecate and tell it to attack a girl named Lisa, it's going to get here and realize that's Lilith and that's me. I'm not attacking myself. And now it's, you know what I mean? You've built me up with energy. What am I going to do with all this energy? You better learn how to alchemize that. I show you in my own videos. What happens? It comes right back to you, and now you've got to overcome this shit that you send at me. I don't return it. God does. I don't even know you sent it most of the time. One time I was sitting there they're showing me I was sitting there and I saw it come in the room. I said, did you just send magic at me? And it fell right before me. I'm sitting in the middle of a reading. It comes through my room. It comes through my hotel room, and it comes as far as the bed, and it falls. It's like someone just sent magic at me, and it fell right there. It's like it can get that close, but it can't touch me unless God says. God has to let it in. The guardians, yeah, whatever. Their names are Abake, Pyphorum, Ermiti, and Dimiguli. I don't know. They have been called upon successfully by myself and small circles of sorcerers who I have shared this ritual with, and have proven to be powerful protectors. And it's funny because I told you who to call. Who the fuck did I tell you to call? Call Alistair. Call the main man in charge. Go to the source. That's what I told you to call, right? How many Alistairs are there? There's many people that gave their life to be an Alistair, to be an avenging angel, to fight evil deeds. You can call whoever you want, but that's who I call. You don't want to use my phone number? You don't want to talk to my dude? He's a good dude. I've known this dude since the beginning of time. This is what he do. He takes care of me. He'll take care of you. Oh, you want to call someone else? Go ahead, Ghostbuster. I'm just saying. They can, however, be replaced with quarter guardians of your choice, such as 4 Judeo-Christian archangels. Here you go. Raphael, Michael, Gabriel, and Uriel. Told you she was a witch. Told you she was a witch. Told you she was a witch. Mayat calls on these four. But again, they're from the light. Or perhaps the spirits of the four winds. Notice, Xiphias, Boreas, and Urius. Said the quadruple guardians are very prevalent. Sets of quadruple guardians are very prevalent throughout the world. Face east and visualize who you want standing at the east edge of the circle facing the center. I don't do any of this because I'm me. I hate to say it. I mean, when I go to my sacred place, when I go to Black Hawk and I do my rituals there, and I'm in the circle, the beings are around me. The 12 beings are around me, but they're just me, overseeing me, do me, right? Enough, guys.
The entire burrito on the ground and poor Nana. He hasn't even eaten it.
Pick it up, please, and put it on the table. Christian, stay in the room and close the door. He has the body of a man and the head of a bull that is snorting beneath Windley. In his hands he holds two scimitars, which he clashes together in a threatening manner, making gestures of conjuring and evoking. Okay, and then it tells what he says. Okay, so he's telling you to invoke guardians. I'm not going to tell you who he does and how he practices because that's not what we're doing. We're not following someone else's lead. Before I pulled this, I was told to teach you Alistair. Okay, that's it. All right, now most witches do call upon all of them. Why? I don't know yet. They also are told to do a circle of salt. I carry the salt. I always have. Where is it? In here. There's salt in here. This was one of the first things I got. There's salt, graveyard, dirt, bunch of other shit. You want to know something scary? This thing came apart one day, and when I opened it, there was a hair in there. She put her own hair in there. What a crazy bad witch. I took the hair out and I replaced it with a clover. But, yep, the bitch put she was stealing energy. She put her own energy in there. A piece of hair was in there. It was connected to the cork. Couldn't even see it. The cork fell. I resealed it with white candle wax. No shit, that fucking bitch. It's a true story. I'm sure that didn't work out well when I found that hair. I'm just saying, I don't have to fight my battles, dude. They're all out there fighting for me. And if for one second, if there's just a brief second that I feel that there's an evil upon me, I know exactly what Ghostbuster to call. You know what I mean? But I do honor it. I carry the salt. It's right here. I pull it out every fucking time. It just sits right here. It's just a little bag of salt that they use. Actually, where did this come from? When you buy stuff at the spiritual store, all of them do it differently, but typically they wrap it up in salt to clear the energy. So, when I bought my Morgan, as I call her my Morgan. It's one of my first stones that I bought. Here's all my stones, my marbles. When I bought my Morgan, it came in here with some salt to keep it clean. I've kept the salt ever since. I'm not a hoarder. I guess I kind of am. Everything has a purpose. Now what am I supposed to do with all these? Yep, there's all the energies I keep with me to keep me clean. I don't really carry them on me anymore. You'll notice more and more. Did you see my triple goddess necklace hanging up there? More and more I don't have to carry all this protection because I'm more and more grounded on my own. If I was going out, maybe. Sometimes I do. I wear most of this as, acknowledgement. I'm fully protected. I feel fully protected all the time, to be honest. But these I haven't had to wear for a long time. They've just been at the altar. Alright, let's make a wish. Everybody make a wish. You ready? Be realistic. Don't ask God for some stupid shit. What do we want God to do that we don't think He's already doing? That's what I mean. What do you think He's not already doing? We can't ask Him to fight our battles for us. So we're not going to ask Him for that. Don't waste a wish on something He can't do. Something that you can do. This is where you give it away. I give my wish to those that are suffering. I pray that you give my divine masculines more strength. There. I don't need anything. I give my wish for you. How about that? I wish for you. So that's that, and I'm going to stop there because I didn't know where we were going with that. I did see something about burning. Okay, so I told you guys a while back to make a huge list. We did shadow work, and I said, write down everything that you hate, everything you want God to get rid of. Write down your shadows, write down your fears, write them all down, and I'm going to get back to you about what to do with it. What are you going to do with it? I want you to burn the shit out of that shit, bro. I want you to sit in front of a candle. That's what I was going to tell you to do. But I never had that talk until now. I want you to take that list of all the pains, all your shadows, all your shames, all the things you wish you could make go away, and give your prayers to God the way I do. Put all of it on a piece of paper and burn that shit away. And visualize it literally leaving. That it burns outside of, it burns away. As I keep my Morgan there. It's black obsidian. It keeps you grounded. It absorbs energy. That's what you're going to want to do, guys. You got to burn this shit away. Look, I still have a Lumerian seed out, too. Did I put my Lumerians in here, too? I sure did. I put way too many in there. Doing the mostest. I guess we're cleaning them. Interesting. I've never done that before. That's weird. I don't know. God does stuff. See? You saw me just clean all of my shit out? They're clear quartz. That's what they do. They clear the energy. With Lumerian seeds. So that's what we did. I taught you some magic. I told you that I snitched myself out. In the sense of I didn't. I just told you what you don't already know. But you do. It's there. I have no secrets. I don't attack anybody, but I do have the power to stop the attacks. And I know who to call. I don't use the magic, but I know how. If God says, and that's it. What do I ask for? For peace. That's all I ever use my magic for. You know what I mean? That lady, get the fuck out of my face. You're scaring me. You're fucking scaring me. I don't have no money. Get the fuck out of my face. So I asked Alistair to get her the fuck out of my fucking face. That woman was scaring the people in that place, dude. She was screaming at them, you know, making it all racial. This big black woman, and there were some white people on the other side, and you know, she was making it all, you know, she was overdoing the situation, trying to intimidate them with her loudness and trying to say that they were in the wrong. She was gaslighting them, saying that they were treating her that way because she was black, and it wasn't even true. She was just acting like over the top black. And I know that's going to offend some people, but real black people know what I'm talking about. There's black, and then there's over the top. There's white people, and then there's fucking crackers. Okay? There's fucking, you know what I mean, rancheros, and then there's wetbacks. There's a difference. And there's a reason that people categorize these kind of fucking people. So if I say something that offends you, then go back to where does this annoyance come from? I shouldn't have no power to offend you with my words. But in that sense, you know, that's just the truth. We all are part of you know, my family, they're fucking hillbilly-ass, fucking ghetto-ass motherfuckers. Just ignorant, just embarrassing, can't take them nowhere. They don't know how to fucking dress up and calm down. You know, they just don't. They can't fit in fucking nowhere. Yeah, I can talk about these kind of peoples. I'm talking about my peoples, not yours, mine. Mine. They're all mine. These are my peoples. You know what I mean? So don't take things wherever you want to take them just because you want to take out something on someone else that has nothing to do with what you're mad about. I ain't that person. I ain't the one. Number 1, 2, and 3. But anyways, yeah, that's it. And it's like, you know, that's when I used it. And as far as Larry, I didn't know. All I said was I bind you. And as far as June, I sure the fuck knew. I saw it. I saw one glimpse and it scared me. I saw fire. I saw blood. I saw all kinds of crazy stuff. And then I saw Russ as a child hurting. And that's why I always fight with him. It's like, dude, I can't fight for you, but and that's why I get mad at him, because he won't fight. He's fighting me instead of the real fight. And all he's doing is making me better and pushing me away while he's locked in hell. Why he's locked in hell with them. I promise you, it's all in the videos. I'm not telling you anything that he doesn't know and that the rest of the soul tribe hasn't watched me try to save him from since the beginning of all this. And that's why it's a fucking never-ending bullshit. And that's why I treat him the way I do and we talk the way we do. We've been at this for a long time. It's his evil versus my fucking, you know, his lies versus my truth. Again, you see how I take it. I still love him. I don't give a shit. It's all just fucking fun and games until it, you know, I get a little, you know, he gets in his feelings. Wants to send some magic at me, but it doesn't really work. They're back at it again. It didn't work. It didn't work. It almost worked. It didn't work. I told you God let it in. He's not letting in another one. Idiot. I already just needed that to teach someone and to overcome it. To make me stronger. Thanks. You're going to do it again and make me stronger again? Stronger than I was? Thanks, Marshall Mathers. Oh, shit. We have one more card. My apologies. I have one more card. From earlier, I was guided to take a Notoria card. I can't even tell you how often we don't pull these. We don't pull these that often. This is a whole tarot read in one card. Notoria. And what I know is this the one we had? Nope. This is where we're at. Is that I was trying to see that H kind of thing that was in my video earlier. It's erotesic, and I've seen it in these cards. And that's why I was like, that's why I need to pull the Notoria. I've seen that erotesic symbol. It's actually, I think, astrology. Somebody recognized it before I do, but I have too much information running through my head to know what it means. Let me see if I can find it again. These are very intense cards, but I've seen it. It's astrology, isn't it, guys? I'm looking at these symbols. Don't mind me. I'm trying to find this symbol that I've seen. They called it the H something, but I've seen it in astrology or in something erotesic. I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to see what that symbol was. It's not just that. I've seen it somewhere else in erotesic. That's what I said. They said it was a symbol for Newton's law of something or something, but I saw something else in that picture. So I was trying to find it in here, but here we are, number 40. Alright, let me teach you something about these powers and who you're calling upon. The flow of energy. This is the Kabbalah. Now, it's not even coincidence that this is the exact depiction of Dante's Inferno and how we travel through it. It says that heaven's here. This is the pits of hell. This is, you know what I mean, the earthly realm. Here's our solar plexus. If you look in spirituality, it shows a person lined up and the chakras line up. And this is, if you move the energy, it says that you activate what they call the Merkaba, or your magnetic field. I'm doing that all day. It happens within your body. You move the energy, right? That's what I do all day. Okay, so God created etherical beings to watch this energy flow. Okay? And that's what I'm saying, is you can call it, you know, I'm telling her, she's calling about those angels, which, alright, she was taught to call those for angels, but I showed you that that particular book is for magic. That was for invoking. She was invoking those angels. Do you know what I mean? That was for invoking. So I'm just saying, she's a witch bitch. Anyways, so in the beginning, where it starts at, that's right here, is the Kether. Okay, that's heaven. Okay, so then, okay, so it starts at the bottom, which is the pits of hell. This is reality, right? This is your reality. Okay, that's ran over by, doesn't really show. It starts with number 9, the Yesod. Okay, so the Yesod is the sphere of 9, and it's the angels. The angels look over the lower realms, right? This looks over earth. This is, you know, reality. Then we got the angels that look over our reality. So you're calling upon your angels. But what's beyond the angels? That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Okay? So then you have your archangels. Again, the archangels are above the angels. Okay? So that's 8. So this is the flow of energy. There's us, then the angels, then the archangels. Then what's next to the archangels? The principalities. And these are their names, the angels of the principalities. Okay? So you have your archangels and your principalities. What's above them? This is what I mean about the order. Okay? Is the virtues. Then you have your virtues. Look over it. Now, if you're paying attention in my light codes as we go through our archangels of the fire oracle, you'll notice that they occupy certain places of heaven. Same as if you watch me through my demon cards, it's in there. I go over all the demons. They occupy certain levels of hell. So this itself is heaven or hell on earth. Okay? Okay. And again, why? Because they were part of this. They fell. So if you're not in this, in the positive energy, then you're in with the demons. It doesn't matter. We're all still part of the family. They reign over the darkness and hold it down. Why? They hold up the light. It's an equal family. They're not apart. It's only in your head that you think they're not good. They're watching over you while you're not good. We were created all good. Okay? Anyways, so then after that, you've got going higher up, you have the powers that be. Okay? Then you have the dominations. All right? So now you're up here. You got the powers and the dominations. Okay? Above that is the thrones. That's it. They say he sits at the highest throne. They say Jesus sits at the highest throne. Okay? Right here. Now here's your angel. What sits on the other side? Would you say it was the cherubim? Do you know the absolute definition of the cherubim? They're terrifying creatures of justice. Terrifying. Four-headed. Terrifying. Okay? But what's above them? The seraphim. Where did I go first? You will hear about me in the stories. I'm casted out of heaven, and I first go with the cherubim. Okay? And then I'm caught with the cherubim. It's all in history. I know them all. You can't go to any space, as well as hell. I worked my way from heaven all the way through the pits of hell, all the way back to mankind. Hey, look, Ma, I made it. So that's where we're at. Let's find out what this card got to tell us. Yeizel, God who rejoices. Oh gosh, it starts with an incantation. Okay, an invocation. Yut quid domin repellis orentamu miam advertis faciam tuam ame. I guess. Let's hope that was the right words. Yeizel will lead to the realization of a great work or project that we have been waiting for a long time. Ta-da! Eat the apple. There it is. What is that? What I've been believing in this whole time. God said I was going to build a church. You are my high priestess. You are my spiritual healer. You are my oracle and my guide, my starseed. You are my chosen one. You shall. What I tell you guys, it's Squid Games, dude. God's got me with this big old bag, and I'm just sitting here fucking killing people, killing bad guys, trying to get this bag. Give it to me. I mean, you're going to have to catch up with my videos. I'm about to open up shop. Oh my God, DMX, where you been? Where you been? Oh, X gonna give it to you. He's been handling business. Stop, drop, shut him down, open up shop. Oh no, that's how Rough Riders roll. Yeah, he be rolling with me too. He's just been gone for a minute. He's handling business, taking care of business every day. I hear you. That's a great song. I didn't expect you to jam that. All right, anyways, the consequent exhilaration makes us realize that we'll have to share our experiences with others once we finish the journey. Ta-da! Welcome to the Melchizedek deck order. Once I realized that I did it, I had to get everyone else to do it too. So that's what I've been doing. I never stopped doing this. I just kept trying to get more to do it with me while I kept figuring more out. Since the beginning, I've been like trying to get people on it. Its material and concrete action will prevent our egos or our still immature desires from destabilizing our projects, transforming and converting them into flowing and powerful inspiration, especially useful in literature and arts. Ta-da! Okay, well, I already said this when I pulled the Sunday codes. It was your angels. You are protected in this career change. Which angel? Well, that's a hard name. Yael. I'm trying. All right, so the number, that would be your angel number, your frequency is 40. 4 is the angels, 0 is the universe speaking directly to you. The chorus is the powers, the powers that be are guiding me. The tarot is the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so the 5 of Pentacles upside down, which I pulled. I pulled the 5 of Pentacles in my other reading on Friday. Things are getting scarce. Okay, so what happened? We make it through the scarcity and everything flips. You heard my story. I got a whole bunch of fucking food stamps. And son of a bitch, I can't make it up. They did actually give me what they said they would. See, the thing is they're like, we can, but based on this, that, and the other, we can only help you this much. Okay, but then when I went to get it, it wasn't there, and I couldn't find it in the system, and I couldn't talk to no one, so I guess it was just a no. They weren't sure if they could. No, they did. They sent it on a totally different card. So what happened over the weekend never happened. I did get the money the very next day like I was supposed to, just not the card that I was supposed to have. None of this happened. God made this happen, and I told you he made this happen. I'm going to wake up on Monday, and the money will be there, and none of this ever happened. The money wasn't just there, but twice, 3, 10 times more than that was there, and he said, feed the children, feed the people. The planet is moon. We're in our moon on a Monday. The sign is Libra. I pulled that in my cards earlier, which was the justice. The scales are balance. The erotesic is the 5 of pentacles, which is the 5 of coins. Balance. Balance. Everything's balancing out. The powers that be have stepped in. We're in the moon energy. We're on a Monday. We're in our emotions. They're completely, our sign is Libra, which means it's balance. Libra is by definition ruled by Venus. You know what I mean? In relationships, everything's balancing out. That's why I was making jokes. It could be a Libra. I've got plenty of them. Pick one. Not all of them suck. And that's just it. That's exactly, confirmation to the bullshit is what I do here. I walk in it and I show you it. Why do I do this? To show you God is real. I don't have to show you. I don't have to tell you. I can just walk in the wonders of what God is doing in my life and use all this magic for myself and those only around me, and charge large amount of monies for the fucking powers that I have, and be a secretly sought off witch. Or I could come out here as God's fucking daughter, and like God's son did, and share it with everyone like we do. That's really the truth. So yeah, I am dark, but I am all light. And yeah, you don't have to worry about me in the darkness, because I'm here to help you fight it. But don't get it fucked up. All the darkness that they prey upon is a form of me in some form, but they can't fight me. So you're either with me or you're against me. And there's nowhere that you can hide from, you know what I mean? God. Because he rules over it, whether it be the dark side of me or the light side. He was always there. Same with you. If you're in your dark energy, he's there with you too. Hey, I love you guys. Later, taters. Catch you next time.